Welcome to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
Fabulous Arizona Center.
And today we have David with ConXion. It's spelled a little different, but it's for a very specific reason.
I love that it was very intentional in terms of choosing the name and how to spell it. So.
Yeah, but he's talking to us about fitness, but not just any kind of fitness, sort of holistic overall wellness fitness. And I was very gravitated to this. So if you're like me and have maybe challenges for working out or illnesses or other things, this might be a really helpful episode for you. So stick around. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know. I feel like I've run out of things to talk about.
I know. I'm kind of like, well, it's like, so tonight we're doing the ARX4.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really cool. And so that is, they did this speed dating between artist and scientist. And so those couples then created something. And so I think there are 9, maybe 10 of us that have created things. And so it's really cool. And so tonight we are in the newly renovated Dorrance Planetarium at the Arizona Science Center. It's less than a month old and amazing. And so we get to go in there and talk about what we've done, kind of the process, and then we get to go into the Genius Theater and take a look at all the different art. And I'm excited because when I was there, some of it was installed, some of it wasn't, so I'm kind of excited to see how it all comes together.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I have done absolutely nothing with this except I'm just attending tonight,
yeah,
so it'll be fun to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I mean, I know Jean and her family will be there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm also excited to see the dome. I think
oh my
that'll
gosh,
be neat.
It's so cool. And yeah, and so that's what I mean. It's like, I know at one point we talked about a paint and sip that's going to be in there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're doing all kinds of movies. It was funny when I was there the other day, somebody was, well, it says this movie. And it's like, well, yeah, but you're getting to see this other movie that's so much better.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're talking about how it's like 8K, which is better than the Sphere in Vegas.
Well, that's
cool. So, yeah.
Okay. I still haven't been. Have you been in the Sphere in Vegas?
I haven't been in the Sphere. I've been on the outside of the Sphere, and I'm like, eh.
Okay. I haven't been to it yet. So I was petitioning really hard to spend Thanksgiving in Vegas. I just thought that would be like away from family, like just wake up late, go to a buffet.
I was gonna say, I'm like, and have all the turkey and tryptophan you want,
yeah,
and then just go back and sleep.
It's like, how perfect does that sound?
And I'm sure rooms are really cheap right now.
They are. There was like rooms for $35,
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that because, family. But
I was gonna say, your family said no. Well, take them with you. Put them in a different hotel.
Well, it's got to be all or nothing, like clean break.
Okay.
No, I have some of my family's going through some health stuff, so it just made sense to stay home, kind of have a quiet Thanksgiving. But yeah, I mean, for next year, I put a pin in that. I was like, this sounds like a brilliant idea. I'm really proud of that. Pat was like horrified. He's like, what? What? It's like, you can stay here. I'll go by myself.
But you can also be as involved or as uninvolved as you want to be in Vegas. You can just,
yeah.
I mean, I've known people who've gone to Vegas and were like, oh, I had a boring time in Vegas. I just stayed in my hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then why did you go to Vegas? You could have done that here.
I honestly, I just like, I would say once every couple of years, I just like going there and like walking around. They usually have new restaurants.
It's amazing people watching.
Yeah.
The quality of food is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to do. I mean, so many shows, so much other to do than just gambling.
Yeah, I don't gamble. I don't gamble. I don't even drink that much usually when I go because I can't. Well, I do. Sometimes I indulge.
It's also really expensive, so it's kind of like.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, no Thanksgiving in Vegas this year, but like I said, I'm going to revisit that at some point. Okay, but we do have David here, who is the opposite of Vegas. He is all about wellness and taking care of you.
And brings in so many different modalities that you can, when you take one of his classes, basically all of these things come into play to try and making you the best you.
Yeah, it's really, really fascinating. And I told him this. I'm so grateful and thankful that something like this exists. So yeah, let's meet David and hear about the incredible connection and community that he's built.
Indeed. Welcome back to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
the fabulous Arizona Center and the cavalcade of queer holiday market vendors continues.
I wasn't sure how you were going to string that
I know. I was
together.
I was like trying to figure. I was like, all the words I have to say, and I always forget the word holiday.
I know.
I just give on the queer market because, now they do too. So
well,
it's
you could just say Queer Market Holiday Edition.
Oh, true.
But what? Okay, well, you got it out. That's all that matters.
I did indeed.
Okay.
But don't ask me what her email is, because after all that, I'll be like, oh.
I know, that's too much. Okay, we've got David here from ConXion. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Okay, so right before we started the show, I asked David how to pronounce his company name because it's spelled differently.
ConXion.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, being Hispanic, I wanted to do it to represent a little of that. And in Spanish, it's spelled differently, but I wanted it to connect all that I do, which is I'm a personal trainer, I'm a massage therapist, I am a yoga instructor, qigong instructor, Reiki master teacher. So I wanted a way to connect all these things. Yes,
wow.
I told you.
Do you know
before we
Anne?
started, I told you that I'm vintage. I've been around a while. So I wanted a way to connect all these things together, and it was actually my hairstylist that said, "Why don't you call it ConXion?" And then I'm like, "Oh, that would be great," but spelling it with ConXion is just unique and makes it very, branding.
Yeah. Okay, my brain went in like all these different directions because I love all the things you do, and I'm like, okay, so if I make you my trainer, do I get all those things? How does this work?
Is it like a menu? Like,
yeah.
Okay, it's like...
It kind of is, but it's like I really focus on more of the holistic aspects of personal training, because when you go into a gym, you see these people in there, they're just throwing weights around. Yeah, they do a good job and they look fantastic, but I really like to focus more on the internal and how you feel and what is really going on, correct form, and make sure that everything's okay inside, because if nothing is okay inside, nothing is going to be okay outside.
Right.
So I really like to focus a little bit more on getting people, and it's not like we have therapy sessions or anything, but it's more about, okay, relax, breathe, come on, we can do this.
Yeah.
We modify things, make things work for everybody.
Okay.
I have clients right now that are in their 70s, and some of them just knee replacements, hip replacements, and I can make modifications for all of these things to work. And we get a great workout. Some people are overweight, some people are, I call them meatheads. Some people just want to get a little bit bigger. And so
Right.
I train such a wide variety of people, but it's very, very internal though, because when you get your internal set, it's like creating a foundation for all of this.
Yeah.
When you have your foundation set, you can build anything on top of it.
Yeah.
But this building, for instance, if you didn't have a good foundation, it would not stand up.
Yeah.
So I focus on people's foundations, and that's why I call it holistic fitness rather than just personal training or everything else. But I incorporate, because of my experience, and I've been a licensed massage therapist for 34 years.
Okay.
So because of the experience I have there, I understand action, origin, insertion of the muscles. So I can help you correct form. If you're not getting results with certain things, I can modify a movement and you'll get better results that way. I also like to work with mobility, because as we age, and I'm 58 now, and as we age, we're not able to move as well as we used to. Sometimes
Oh, indeed.
tying your shoe, you throw your back out, or sneezing, or whatever. So I incorporate a lot of mobility stuff. We do a little bit of stretching. It's just an all-around thing. But I do offer, I have people who do yoga classes. I have people who do sound healing. I have a physical therapist that works there. I'm a personal trainer, massage therapist. And I just like to incorporate a lot of that. So I also have people who, I rent out space, so I have people who come and do their workshops in my studio. So
Yeah, that's really cool. I think this is really interesting to me because I have a lot of health issues, and so fitness has been a weird thing to navigate for me, because I went from 20s, early 30s, feeling really great, being able to do mostly everything, to not.
Yeah.
And like, I have chronic migraine, and everyone talks about how great weight training is, but if I learned that if I do a lot of exercises above the head,
Correct.
I trigger a lot of migraines.
Exactly.
But it took me a long time to figure out that that's what was causing it. So
So why don't you book an appointment?
well, I know. I'm just saying, like, this
We
is
just
really
met.
cool.
Give us time.
Okay.
We're forming a relationship.
It's like,
Well, because I'll just say it, I gave up on personal trainers because a lot of times I would book one and it was just like pushing me harder than I felt like my body wanted or could go.
But that's not a good way to approach things, because when you have somebody that has specific things like you, like I recently just started working with somebody who has replaced elbow.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I'm dealing with anybody, and so they have a very limited weight that they could use. So we increase reps, but we do more mobility, we do more stretching, and all that stuff. So with you, obviously, we wouldn't be doing the overhead because I've also had pinched nerves and stuff like that, migraines. I've had vertigo. So a lot of the stuff I've actually had to deal with myself. That's how I know how to take care of it with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So somebody like you, we would do more stretching exercises, more range of motion, more mobility stuff. That way you're more in a relaxed mode. And then when we get to it, maybe test out the overhead, that kind of stuff. So it's just a matter of finding what works for you.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that this exists. So thank you for doing this. No, seriously, I mean, I feel like this is such a big gap in kind of the fitness, wellness area.
100% agree. And again, I started this business in 21, so it was after the pandemic, and I'm like, what am I doing, Because it's like the economy, we're not sure, is it going to, but it was one of those things where I was just called to do it.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of spiritual work of my own, a lot of counseling and everything else, and I did an ayahuasca ceremony, and in the ayahuasca ceremony, I actually saw exactly where I'm at. I saw exactly what I would be doing.
That's so cool.
So it was a vision that was given to me, and I came back and I told my husband, I said, I want to open a center. He's like, okay.
That's a good husband.
Everything just fell into place after that. It was one of those things that was really meant to be, and I'm so incredibly blessed and so grateful that I have been able to do this.
Yeah.
I've been able to help a lot of people, and I want more because I want to see people healthy.
Yeah.
I want to see people able to move again. I want to see people able to carry their grandchildren, or tie their shoes, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay, so how do people work with you? Are they one-on-one sessions? Do you have classes?
I
Tell us a little
have
more.
I have classes, so I don't do a lot of one-on-ones
Okay.
because my facility, it's very boutique, it's very small.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I keep track of everybody, so the most that I'll have in one of my classes is 4 people.
Okay.
That way I can watch. I do have some people that do online stuff, and that's usually a little more advanced people that I don't have to watch so much. But those are options if you don't live near or anything like that. But having 4 people, I'm able to really focus on each person as they're going through it, and moving different things. And I have, again, people of all ages, ranges, that from completely mobile to they can't bend over. So all in the same class. It's 100% judgment free. And everybody that works with me just understands that, and they're always very helpful with anybody else who's there. So
Okay, that's wonderful. How do people book a class with you?
the best way is to go off my website, ConXion MBS, so ConXion, M is in mind, B is in body, S is in spirit.com. I actually do have a branded app also, so you can go to your app store and type in ConXion, ConXion. Download the app, create a profile, and I do have a free intake session on there, so you can actually schedule that with me. It's sometimes in a group, sometimes it'll be alone, but we can talk about things. But all my contact information is there. My social media, ConXion MBS, on all social media platforms. So
Beautiful. Well, I'm wondering if maybe I'm putting pressure on him because we're on air, but I was thinking, no, because I thought it would be cool if you came back and maybe did a mini session with Marshall and I and showed us like some basic things.
Absolutely.
We'll obviously dress different.
Yes.
But I think a lot of our audience viewers would be interested in seeing that because they're not used to seeing a workout that's for everybody, you know? So.
Right, and everything would be modified, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yes, we'll 100%
Because we wouldn't do things above your head.
Yeah, right.
Well, if there's not weights, I can lift my hand above my head. But, you know.
Yes, but I can bring some bands and stuff like that because there's a lot of so many different things you can do.
Yeah.
When I work with somebody, for like if you were to come into me tomorrow or Monday, because I don't work weekends.
Good for you.
Yeah, my husband made me do it. If you come into me on Monday, I would start you off with a mobility routine, period.
Yeah.
We wouldn't touch weights, we would touch some really light bands, but I need to make sure that you're going to be able to move. And again, when you're building a skyscraper, you want to create a foundation.
Yeah.
The core is your foundation, and that's your mobility. So we want to make sure everything moves first, everything is stable first, before we start doing anything else. So that's where I start everybody, no matter if you're a big bruiser or a little tiny person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that makes sense because it's like, I mean, especially in the process of COVID, I know I lost a lot of core. So now rebuilding that back from being so sedentary.
Well, it's really interesting that you say that too, because there's a lot of people who go to the gym and they want great arms, they want great legs, but they miss the core.
Right.
So they may look really good. Like I don't have washboard abs. I'm never going to have washboard abs, but I have functional abs.
Yeah.
So my core works.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas a lot of people, they look really pretty, they look great, but they're going to run into back problems later.
See, and that, to me, that's kind of where I'm at. So I take several medications that cause weight gain. So I'm not going to ever be like, what I was when I was 27. But my whole priority has been, because I have a genetic kidney disease, I just want my body to be as healthy as possible, to be able to function the best that it can, so that I'm doing everything I'm responsible for, to not make it harder. So that's
100%.
kind of where I'm at.
So, and one of the things that I also do is I work with energy medicine because I'm a massage therapist and again, Reiki master teacher. So I do a lot of energy work. I do a lot of sound healing. So I have tuning forks, sound bowls and stuff like that get your energy centers correct, that help you to deal with a lot of the kidney issues, stomach issues, liver issues, lungs, heart, everything else. So it's again, holistic fitness. It deals with your entire body, not just I want big biceps or I want big legs. It's like, no, we got to work on the core and then everything else is going to follow.
Okay, husband, I might be spending money soon. This is very intriguing to me. All right, David, one more time, share where people can book a class.
Yes. Go to my website, ConXionMBS.com, ConXionMBS.com. You can find me on all social media, ConXionMBS. The phone number there is 623-777-9494. Easy to remember.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, we will see you at the Queer Holiday Market.
Yes. Yeah. There's going to be, and I didn't even get a chance to talk about it, there's going to be over 100 vendors there, so it's going to be really amazing. I'm going to be part of the holistic, the wellness facility area, so we got tarot readers, massage therapists. I'm going to be doling out massages for like 15-minute sessions and stuff throughout the whole entire event.
Well, if I disappear, you'll know where I'll be.
And I actually do have a holiday sale going on right now, so if you are interested in that, it's 3 sessions a week for $160.
Cool. Okay.
A month, so.
That's great. All right. Well, thank you, David. This was so enlightening and wonderful. We look forward to having you back. And keep it right here. We've got more good things coming your way. All right, we've got some unique and unexpected things to do. I don't know if they're so much unexpected, but I guess you could say they're unique. They're fun and interesting. We've got Thriftapalooza happening at the Arizona State Fairgrounds. This is 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, the 22nd and the 23rd. So really, you're doing an act of service by saving things from going into the landfill. You can come thrift inside 50,000 square feet of area.
That's a
basically, it's huge.
building.
Yeah, and they're gonna. It's basically kind of a consignment style. It's like a bunch of different people that all
Right.
bring their stuff to thrift, and so. You know, if you're into collecting anything, fashion, anything, like it's going to be there. So you can support local sellers, decluttering, and vintage sellers. You can enjoy a mimosa while you hunt for your treasures. You can also snag a complimentary bag hold service, so you can shop till you drop. You don't have to hold on to everything that you buy, which honestly, that is a challenge when you're thrifting, because like you might see a piece of furniture or like a lamp, and you're like, oh, I don't want to carry it the
Right.
whole time. Yeah. It's the way they do this is it's $6 plus depending on your ticket package. I think they have like early access hours
sure
before
they
the
do.
crowds
Right.
all come and all that stuff. 12 is under is free. Saturday it's 8 to 5. Sunday it's 9 to 3. Most people try to go Saturday before stuff gets picked over. I'm not gonna lie, I went to this last year. I was really overwhelmed. Like just it was so much. It was so much stuff. Yeah. So, and I didn't buy anything. How weird is that? Pat did. Pat found, because I will say this, they had some cool vintage books there, and he found a bunch of Masonic books that somebody must have maybe cleared out in an estate sale or something. I'm
Okay.
assuming. Yeah. So he indulged in that. But yeah, I think I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, I don't know. But there were some cool leather jackets, so maybe I should go back for that.
Maybe you'll go back and see what you can find.
Okay, we've also got an event coming up. It's a sip and paint cosmic cacti at the Arizona Science Center.
Oh.
It is 7:30 p.m. on Friday the 21st. So this is an invitation to paint the desert like never before. It's Art 360, and it is transforming the Dorrance Dome into a 360 wonderland of Arizona's
Oh, it's going to be in the dome?
Yeah, breathtaking
Oh.
landscapes. Yep. So that'll be cool because you're surrounded basically by desert while you're painting the desert. And they are promising that you do not have to be a skilled artist. You don't have to have any experience whatsoever. Just bring your imagination, and it's kind of one of those things. It's not really just about the painting. It's about the full sensory
Right.
experience. So it is probably like a sip and paint that you've never done before.
But just a chance to get in and see the brand new dome that's not even a month old yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. This is a 21 plus event because of the drinking component, and it's $20 per person. However, if you're a member of the Science Center, you get 20% off. So that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. If I were
Indeed.
not out of town, oh wait, will I be back? I might be back. That sounds fun. Although I'm getting to see the dome tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for ARX.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, if you go to that, take some photos. Would love to see it. Also, if you end up at the Thriftapalooza, would love to see what finds you kind of parse out of all the the chaos. But we love hearing about your experiences, so please do reach out. We want to share your photos. You can tag us on Instagram at On The Morning Show. You can also email us at hello@onthemorningshow.com, especially if you're a small business, a maker, a creator that's got unusual, unexpected, really cool things going on. We want to hear about them. We want to share them with other people. So make sure you do email us. Have a great time shopping and painting and doing whatever else that you might get up to. Can't wait to see what you do.
So, Melissa, picture it, 1927, a cool October night.
I have to bring you in a Sophia wig if you're going to start every history segment like that.
Well, I was trying. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of fun. I'm like, you know, kind of like they've been having the Mrs. Roper romps.
Yeah.
It's like we could do
I know.
Sophia socials, where everybody wears a little gray wig.
You're halfway there already.
And you know, all I need is a Tony Home perm,
That's
and
right.
we're good to go.
And a little moo-moo. Yeah.
Oh, I have the moo-moo.
Of course you
The
do.
caftan.
I'm sure you have more than one.
I have a caftan.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so you know, you've been running around. You decided to pitch a tent.
Okay.
The next morning you wake up. There's been some weather, and you notice not far from your tent, there's some odd things poking up out of the ground.
Okay.
Maybe a shallow grave.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you're not quite sure, so you call the sheriff and have them come and take a look. And indeed, the discovery of a shallow grave was what jolted Pima and Pinal County authorities into action. It turned a baffling disappearance into a murder investigation.
Uh-oh.
So January of 27, there was a chicken farmer, Mathis, who had vanished. And so his Dodge went away, his cash box was gone, personal belongings disappeared, and all his neighbors were wondering, well, what happened? Did something go awry?
Yeah.
Something sinister happened to him? And all eyes turned to Eva Dugan. So Eva was a former employee,
Okay.
kind of his housekeeper. Now, their relationship was not necessarily a happy one, a little volatile, some dissatisfaction, and a sudden termination. But then Mathis disappeared. And later, she was discovered in New York. She had sold his car.
I was going to ask what happened to them. Okay.
She
got
sold it.
Got it. Okay.
So she had to get there somehow.
Yeah, true.
And so basically she was brought back under the guy, basically for auto theft.
Okay.
And so they couldn't prove any misdoings because they couldn't prove anything had gone wrong.
Yeah.
Until suddenly
They found a body.
They found a body. And she said that she worked with another hand, Jack, who had disappeared as well.
Okay.
And he was the one who did it. But everyone thought it was Eva.
Why?
Because
Wait, so how did he die? What did she do to him?
basically hacked him up. Well, someone hacked him up.
Ooh.
And actually when he was buried in a shallow grave, there was a lot of lye, so that would speed up the.
Okay.
So it was,
Why didn't they dig a little deeper?
So
Go through all that trouble hacking somebody up? You might.
well, you know, she was in a hurry. She had to get in that Dodge and get off to New York.
Yes.
So she was convicted and sentenced to death by hanging. And her quote that she said in the courtroom, "Well, I die with my boots on and in full health, and that's more than most of you old coots will be able to boast on." So that was so she was sent to Florence, where she was good-natured. She would give interviews for $1. She would knit a little doily for you.
Oh, that's nice.
So she was quite amenable to folks around. And actually, so she even made her own fancy dress for her last day.
Oh, wow.
So February 21st, 1930, the prison yard was filled with witnesses, guards, officials, civilians, and Eva stood composed and even asked the guards, "Don't hold my arms too tight. People will think I'm afraid." And the trap door opened, and there was some sort of a miscalculation.
Oh, no.
And so when the trap door opened, she fell, and her head was decapitated
Oh, my God.
and rolled out into the crowd. Onlookers screamed, passed out, fainted, and others wept. So because of that, Eva has been the only woman to ever be hung in Arizona. Now, through her efforts of the interviews and the doilies, she was able to not be buried in the prison cemetery, but she was buried in the Florence cemetery,
Okay.
where she also had an upgraded coffin as well. So,
We don't still hang people, do we? Is that
no.
Okay.
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, and that's it's like it's with Wendy Ruth Judge. Always she was the second one, almost the second one to be hung.
Okay.
That probably wouldn't have happened anyway.
Yeah.
Just because people were outraged by what happened the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, so we no longer do that. So, but what's also interesting is there was a whole period of music called prisoner songs, and so there was a guy Al Craver, who there is a record out, the hanging of Eva Dugan, and it's super rare. I've been trying to. There is a cassette at U of A that has it on it.
Okay.
I've been talking to Johnny D, who is a music collector and historian here for Arizona, and he's like, that's one of his top not found. He's always on the hunt for it.
Okay. Good to know.
So it's a Capitol record. I could even give you the number if hopefully somebody out there has it to share with us. And it was a hillbilly ballad about the event.
Okay.
And he was famous for doing this type of thing across the country
Well, that's
in
fascinating.
the music. So
Yeah.
there you go. So that's why you want to stick around. Keep watching right here on the morning show for more Arizona love, history, and fun.